Hi everyone and welcome to Chinenye TV, your number one channel for the hottest, most emotional, and most controversial gist straight from the heart of Nollywood where blood, business, and betrayal meet behind the cameras. Today, my people, social media is on fire, and the name on everyone's lips right now is none other than Chinenye Nnebe and her mother, Nollywood producer and costume queen, Uche. What started like a silent tension within the family has now turned into an open storm after shocking reports hit the internet that Chinenye has refused to appear in her mother's upcoming film project. The question on everyone's lips now is, why would Chinenye take such a bold step against her own mother? What really happened between mother and daughter that made the usually calm, respectful, and family-oriented Chinenye Nnebe suddenly draw the line and walk away from her mother's set? Grab your popcorn, because this one is deep, emotional, and messy, and we are diving straight into the full gist. But before we continue, please make sure you subscribe to Chinenye TV because you know we bring you real Nollywood gist that others are scared to say. Hit that subscribe button now and turn on your notification bell because, my people, this one sweet but it dey pain. Now let's get into it. For those who don't know, Uche is not just a mother, she's a brand. A successful Nollywood producer, costume designer, and businesswoman who built a solid empire from scratch, raising four beautiful daughters single-handedly and giving them the platform to shine in the movie industry. Among her daughters, Chinenye Nnebe became the most popular face in Nollywood, often acting in her mother's films and winning the hearts of fans across Africa for her calm beauty, strong performances, and innocent screen presence. But over the past few months, fans have noticed something strange. The bond that used to exist between mother and daughter seemed to have gone cold. The pair who used to appear together on set, share behind-the-scenes videos, and promote each other's work suddenly became distant. Uche kept posting her usual movie updates and set photos, but Chinenye was nowhere to be found in them. Instead, Chinenye started doing her own thing, working with other producers, building her personal brand, and distancing herself from anything connected to Uche's productions. When the latest announcement dropped that Uche was about to start a new big-budget Nollywood movie featuring her daughters Sonia Uche and Ijeoma Nnebe but not Chinenye, social media exploded. Fans immediately started asking questions. Why was Chinenye not part of the new movie? Was she too busy, or was something deeper going on? That's when insider gist started leaking from people close to the family who claimed that Chinenye actually refused to appear in the film, despite her mother personally reaching out to her to take part in the project. According to the gist, the two have been having silent issues for months, and Chinenye decided it was time to stand on her own, away from her mother's shadow. Some sources even said that the disagreement started when Chinenye began rejecting certain movie roles her mother offered her, complaining that she was being typecast and not allowed to grow beyond her mother's comfort zone. Others claim that it's not just about acting but about creative control, that Chinenye wanted to have her say in scripts, characters, and production choices, but her mother, being the producer, was not ready to hand over that kind of freedom. Fans are reacting wildly to this, with social media divided into camps. On Instagram, one fan wrote, "I knew this day would come. You can't keep your children under your wings forever. Chinenye is grown now and she deserves to make her own decisions." Another commented, "I don't like how Nollywood families mix business with personal life. It always ends in bad blood." Meanwhile, some die-hard supporters of Uche jumped to her defense, saying, "This woman carried all her daughters on her back and gave them fame. Chinenye should remember where she came from. She should show respect." The reactions are endless and emotional, with both sides having strong opinions. The tension reportedly reached its peak when Uche started production for her new film titled My Mother's Shadow, a project many fans assumed was inspired by her own real-life family story. According to reports, Uche wanted all her daughters to star in the movie to symbolize family unity, but Chinenye turned it down flat, saying she wasn't comfortable playing that role. Some insiders said she told her mother she wanted to take a break from family productions to explore other opportunities and work with different directors who would challenge her creativity. But others believe the refusal was a silent protest, a statement of independence and frustration that has been building for years. Imagine a daughter refusing a mother's movie, not out of pride, but out of exhaustion from always being the face of her mother's vision instead of her own. That is exactly what people say Chinenye is feeling right now. On TikTok, the drama is even hotter. Fans are making emotional videos comparing old clips of Chinenye and her mom walking happily on set to their current code silence. One trending video showed a montage of their past hugs, smiles, and playful behind-the-scenes moments with the caption, "From laughter to distance, what really happened to Chinenye and Uche Nancy?" Another clip had fans crying in the comments, saying things like, "This is painful to watch, I hope they fix it," while others wrote, "This is what happens when family and business mix too much. Love gets lost somewhere in between." Some even dragged other Nollywood families into the conversation, comparing the Nnebes to the Edikis and warning that fame always finds a way to test family bonds. Meanwhile, Chinenye herself has been quiet. No public statement, no direct denial, no confirmation, just silence. But her recent social media activities tell 1,000 stories. She has been posting motivational quotes about growth, boundaries, and finding peace. One of her latest captions read, "Sometimes you outgrow the places that made you." Fans immediately connected that to her situation, saying she was indirectly addressing her mother. Uche Nancy, on the other hand, has been busy promoting her film, sharing behind-the-scenes clips featuring Sonia and Ijeoma, and acting completely unbothered, though insiders insist that she's deeply hurt and disappointed by Chinenye's actions. One close friend allegedly said that Uche cried over the issue but decided not to take it public, because no matter what happens, Chinenye is still her daughter. But my people, the internet no dey forget. Once fans smell drama, they won't stop digging. Some went as far as saying that Chinenye's refusal is connected to a rumored disagreement over money and brand deals. According to one viral post, Chinenye had reportedly turned down a deal arranged by her mother because she wanted to negotiate directly with the brand herself. This move allegedly created tension between them, with Uche feeling sidelined after years of managing her daughter's career. If that's true, then it means the tension didn't just start from movies, it's been boiling from business matters and independence issues. Remember, this is not the first time fans notice friction. Months ago, eagle-eyed followers pointed out that Chinenye stopped tagging her mother in posts and rarely promoted her mother's films. At the time, people brushed it off as nothing serious, but now it's all beginning to make sense. Nollywood insiders are already gossiping that this rift could mark a turning point in both of their careers. Some producers say Chinenye might actually rise higher now that she's stepping out on her own, while others believe breaking away from Uche Nancy could slow her down, since her mother's influence opened many doors for her. But if there's one thing fans agree on, it's that Chinenye is talented enough to stand alone. One fan said, "She doesn't need to keep proving herself under her mom's production. She's too good for that. Let her explore bigger things." Another fan commented, "Uche should let her daughter breathe. It's not disobedience, it's growth. A mother should be proud, not hurt." But then, others still insist that Chinenye could have handled it better. "Even if you want independence, there are respectful ways to do it," one fan wrote. "Refusing your mom's movie publicly is a slap in the face." The debate has become so heated that even other Nollywood stars are reportedly trying to mediate quietly. A few colleagues who have worked with both women allegedly reached out to Chinenye to talk things through, while others are encouraging Uche Nancy to give her daughter space. And guess what? There's even speculation that the tension might soon play out subtly through their films. People believe Uche might release movies with storylines that mirror the conflict, just like she's done before, and Chinenye might also act in other productions that indirectly express her side of the story. That's how Nollywood turns real-life pain into art. But this issue is touching hearts beyond gossip. Many fans are emotional about how fame sometimes changes family dynamics. Some older fans who have watched Uche and her daughters grow from small productions to big names say they never imagined they would see such a day. One emotional comment said, "We all watched them like a perfect family. Uche was the strong mother, and Chinenye was the quiet star child. Now look at what fame has done." Another wrote, "This is why parents must separate business from love. When you turn your home into a movie set, one day someone will forget which role is real." Still, others believe the situation is temporary. They are holding on to hope that mother and daughter will reconcile soon. Some even believe that Chinenye's refusal might not be from anger but from a desire to rest or refocus her career. As one fan said, "Sometimes, stepping away doesn't mean there's war. It could be a reset. Maybe she just wants to find her own voice." However, others are convinced the issue runs deeper than that. When you look at how carefully both women have avoided each other in public lately, it's hard to believe it's just about rest. Now, in the middle of all this noise, one thing is clear: the Nnebe family brand is under serious public scrutiny. Everything they post now is analyzed. If Uche smiles in a photo with Sonia, fans say she's shading Chinenye. If Chinenye posts a quote, people say she's throwing a sub at her mom. The entire family dynamic has become an open topic of debate across blogs, YouTube, and gossip pages. It's like fans are emotionally invested in their lives, and that's what makes this story so explosive. This isn't just any Nollywood gossip, it's a real family saga unfolding before our eyes, one that mixes fame, family, pride, and pain in the same bowl. As for Uche Nancy's new movie, production has already begun, and photos from the set show smiles all around, but everyone knows the absence of Chinenye is loud. It's like the missing puzzle piece that fans can't ignore. Some are even saying the movie won't feel complete without her, that the energy and chemistry the mother-daughter duo brought to the screen can never be replicated. But others think this might actually be good for both of them, Uche proving she can still produce hits without Chinenye, and Chinenye showing the world she's more than her mother's project. Either way, this situation is shaping the next phase of their careers, whether they like it or not. So my people, what do you think? Is Chinenye wrong for refusing her mother's film, or is she right for setting her own boundaries? One thing for sure is that in Nollywood, behind every smiling premiere photo and red carpet hug, there's always another story, the one they don't tell the cameras. And right now, that hidden story is playing out in the Nnebe household. No matter how anyone sees it, the love between a mother and daughter will always be deeper than business. Maybe one day, they will come back stronger, work together again, and give fans that beautiful on-screen magic we all fell in love with. But until then, social media will keep buzzing, and will keep bringing you the full gist. So if you enjoyed this story, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because Chinenye TV always has the hottest Nollywood updates, from family drama to celebrity secrets, and we don't just gist, we deliver the emotions, the truth, and the story behind the story. This one between Uche Nancy and Chinenye Nnebe is far from over, and trust me, when the next twist drops, you'll hear it here first. Stay tuned, my people, and remember, in Nollywood, silence sometimes speaks louder than words.